Testing, testing. All right, we're here.
Roger.
We're on. We're live.
Roger Clemens.
Roger Federer.
Loosen. Articulate.
Articulate your words. Okay, what are we doing here? We're making a video, right?
Something like that.
All right, what's up, TTC? This is Rob English. New Rob Report. Got a little special treat for you guys today. I got my very good friend here next to me. This is Andrew. Andrew just so happens to be a Texans fan, a Houston Texans fan. Is that right?
That is straight up correct. So we talk a lot of shit.
Yes.
Either way, it's gonna go back and forth. So
either way. This guy actually believes that his team has a chance against us this week. I'm not feeling his logic, but you know we've got. The only thing he's got going for him, I believe, is probably the fact that we're playing on the road.
I think, if anything, that you don't have that 12th man to make your offense an 11-man offense. That's really...
Yeah, but we did win on the road against Carolina, who has a defense that's just as, well, I don't know about just as good as yours, but they have a good defense. Is even Andre Johnson even playing?
Doesn't matter because we got DeAndre Hopkins anyways. He's tearing it up.
Hopkins made one play. He made one play. He's not Jerry Rice or Chris Carter or Randy Moss.
I don't know if you saw it, but he did Randy Moss and the combination on the last drive in overtime to win the game-winning touchdown.
I don't think he's going to do anything against Brandon Browner or Richard Sherman. Matter of fact, I think I'm expecting Sherman to put the clamps on Johnson the same way he did to Bolden. I know Bolden and Johnson aren't exactly the same guy, but I'm expecting a shutdown situation with your boy. And he's hurt, right? In his knee or his ankle? Something like that?
None of that really matters.
Pick sixes aren't going to help you win games.
No.
I don't think Russell Wilson's throwing any pick sixes this year.
Watt's going to have the honor, so.
Watt. Yeah, that's the only guy I'm really worried about is your J.J. Watt. Because he's tenacious.
That, if anything, that's the reason to watch that game.
My guess, right? I'm betting that Russell Wilson makes J.J. Watt look so silly. He's gonna have him running around that field, jumping on the ground, tackling air. I think that's what's going to happen. He might get him once.
Either way, we're going to crush it because we still got the rest of the defense you got to worry about.
You know, the spread is 3 to Seattle. So, I mean, even Vegas thinks that Seattle's going to go in here, go into your house and take your draws. You know what I mean? So the game, I guess, is going to be fairly similar. Our offenses are similar, except for I think you guys are a little more vertical than we are. I don't know, maybe not so much anymore because Russell Wilson throws the ball on the field now. Yeah. But you guys got that threat in Andre Johnson. Apparently, we run similar offense as far as the running game goes. So we do that zone blocking scheme. Whichever team can get the running game going is going to be the one that can control the game. Look, Foster has 190 yards total on the season.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, Marshawn has 210. Not a big difference, right?
Right.
He's splitting carries with Tate.
He's splitting carries. Straight up. Look at that production.
Yeah, Tate's got 6 yards a carry. What's up with Arian Foster?
What are you saying what's up with him? He's got still 3.4 on Lynch versus 3.9, and you're saying what's up with Foster? You have one touchdown over me.
Yeah, but Arian Foster's soft, man.
No, he's just smooth, graceful.
How come not putting any points on the board?
Well, that's what I'm saying, because you got Shaw going down, marching down the field, throwing some dumb throw, and just fucking it up. Yeah, Andre hasn't even gotten a touchdown yet. We're going into week 4 right now? Not week 1, right? We're like 0 touchdowns week 1.
Right.
We're in week 4. Okay.
See, I don't know, man. I think in Seattle, what we're doing so much with what seems to be so little. Like Russell Wilson doesn't have to throw 300-400 yards, 500 yards.
He's efficient as hell.
We're efficient. We don't do a whole lot of garbage. You know, getting all kinds of yards and not coming up with any points out of it. We get to the point.
Yeah, we played, obviously we're exceptional in the first half of the game. You know, we controlled the ball offensively. Defensively, we held them to 60 yards in the first half. So we're in control of the football game, obviously, but we don't have the points that you want to have. You know, we got 6 instead of 14, so it had an effect on the game. I thought the second half.
Well, yeah, I guess 6 points rather than 14 points would have an effect on the game.
Way too many penalties. I think we had 11 penalties.
Oh, that's
penalties
yeah.
defensively in the game. Had 5 or something like that offensively. So
It's a touch less.
Disappointed in that, but
Why is Gary Kubiak? You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of the Packers. So lame on the microphone. McCarthy.
Yeah.
I hate him.
Mm-hmm.
He's out. I would hate if he was my coach because just the way he
I
talks.
thought you were going to go Belichick.
Belichick, yeah, but Belichick's a
That's
genius.
the ultimate monotone.
Yeah, but he's a genius though. You can't even really argue with him. Yeah, I don't know what Pete Carroll was talking about when he said you guys are strong on special teams. Did you guys give up a punt or a kick return?
Oh man, I almost said both just out of instinct, but it was I think a punt.
Yeah.
I've tried to forget these, so.
Ah.
And you know, watching that replay, I remember watching it. It was almost like Moses was like, "Hey, let's return this punt." It was parted the sea of men.
Moses. Oh, it just parted.
Straight up. I'm like, what is this ridiculousness? Swear to God, they split right up, and he just ran right through.
We seem to give you a lot of give you a lot of credit. Now Pete Carroll in his press conference, he was giving you guys a lot of praise. Even Matt Schaub.
He has his moments. He's not a new quarterback by any means. He has a solid moment.
I think he is kind of he's, you know what? Matt Schaub is a game. That's what the problem is. I'm worried about J.J. Watt though.
Yeah?
A little bit. I'm not really worried about your boy J-Joe. What's his name? Jonathan Joseph. I think Golden Tate's gonna catch a little bubble screen and fucking shake that dude out of his ankles and take off.
I don't know. He hasn't helped me on my fantasy league, so we'll see how that works.
Yeah, well, Golden Tate's not. You know what? The Seattle Seahawks receivers aren't. I'll say it right now, and everybody knows I'm a fan. The Seattle Seahawks receivers are not fantasy receivers. They're not. They're not at all. We don't.
That doesn't matter.
Just saying.
It doesn't
matter. Fuck fantasy. I don't care if my fantasy team loses every game. As long as my Seahawks win.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of our receivers don't get more than 2 or 3 catches a game.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good day. One of them might get a long one. Doug Baldwin. I think Doug Baldwin only had 1 or 2, maybe more, a couple catches on Sunday, but one of them was like a 38-yard touchdown catch. Yeah, where it was deep. It was deep.
Right.
And took it from T-Jack. Tavares Jackson. Yeah. I was telling everybody, man, Tavares Jackson's all right. I'm not, like I said in the previous video, I was like, no, I'm not mad that we had to cut him. Ended up Russell Wilson. You know, hindsight is 20/20, right? Yeah. But I was never, ever, ever, I never give up on T-Jack. That dude played his last season starting with us. He played with a fucking torn pec.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and he played with it. And he still played his ass off, and now he's back, and he whooped ass in the preseason. And he comes in second half on Sunday and throws a deep one to Doug Baldwin. It was on the money. Yeah. On the money. Baldwin caught it with one hand, but it dropped right over the top. It was awesome.
I saw on the replay. I was like, you could not have thrown that.
Couldn't throw better ball
at all. I mean, you couldn't have.
Anyways, well, all right. So my prediction. I'm thinking Seattle goes in to Reliant. What is it? It's a 1 o'clock game. Anyways, though, yeah. So I'm thinking we're gonna go up into Reliant Stadium and come on strong. I think the defense is going to keep us in the game early, and the offense tends to get off to a slow start. Seattle offense tends to get off to a slow start on the road. So, but I think it might be a good game for the first quarter and a half, and then by about halftime, it's going to be turning that corner. Like, yep, Seattle's about to do it again.
My prediction is a little different than that. I think the only thing that changes is that we win.
Oh.
Both of our offenses, I think we can agree, have a slow start. But the finishing is going to be what defense can last the longest.
And that's,
which defense will mess up first?
Which team makes the mistake? Yeah, who makes the first mistake? Mm-hmm. Scale of 1 to 10, Seattle's offense. In terms of production, an 8. 8.
I would go with a 7-ish. 8-ish.
And Houston?
Well, considering playing at home, Foster and Taylor healthy, and if Hoffman goes off, we're looking good. If our defense doesn't mess up and kill ourselves, we got this in the wraps.
Andre Johnson may or may not play. If he does play, he's gonna be not 100%. I'm gonna go ahead and at least take Vegas' side here. They call it a 3-point victory for Seattle. I'm not really a betting man, But you know, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Seahawks on this one. What I'm really worried about is Indianapolis. I'm not saying we're looking past you guys, but I'm worried.
You're worried about it. We gotta play them twice this game.
Yeah, well, you guys
they're
should be
playing some
worried about
football.
them.
They're playing.
Indy
That's
put
embarrassing.
a whooping on the 49ers. They put a whooping.
Hasn't everyone this day except the Packers?
Yeah. What's the Packers problem? The Packers just lost to Cincinnati.
Yeah, they're not.
That was the stupidest game I ever seen. That fool tried to jump over that pile and fumbled the ball. That was.
How do you do that? How do you do it? Not only did you turn over the ball, but then they just helped them seal the deal.
Yeah.
You picked that ball up and you scored the winning touchdown.
I guess that pretty much does it. This guy thinks he has a chance. Obviously, myself and all the other 12s out there know that it's not going to happen. Go in there and wreck shop in Reliance Stadium. But, yeah. I will thank my very good friend, Andrew, for being on the show.
Thanks
Thank
for
you very
having me.
much, sir.
Appreciate it.
And maybe after Seattle smashes on his Texans, he'll come back and he'll do a crow video. I'll have a guest crow video. This guy will be sitting here eating his crow for the rest of our TTC viewers. In the spirit of TTC, fuck the Texans, go Hawks.